Hi all, welcome to the Marquee Matchups No Risk Trading for the 27th of January. A lot of routes to cover for the Marquee Matchups, no risks. So I'm going to fly through them as best I can and hopefully get yourself well prepared. So I expect this to be a long video and I've covered as much as I possibly can. If you can smash likes would be awesome. Sub to the channel if you're new. Follow me on Twitter at GLegend. All links are down below as usual. Go and check out the squad routes video I've done earlier in the day. It would be much appreciated, and let's jump into the routes. Liverpool only has one game and one player in Thiago Ilori, so don't worry about that. With the Liverpool-Chelsea game, so just focus on the EPL as a whole. Plenty of players as usual that you can buy, like Keane, Trammell, Downing, Guzan, Larson, Pede, and all these kind of players. You can buy pretty much most of the league. We're just trying to fly through them as quick as I can. I've just sped up the footage just to kind of help, and I'm hoping I can get quite a few of these guys in. Any of them that we do get, we just keep them on the transfer list and then we sell them off once the potential SBCs go live. So Championship, you've got plenty to cover with that. Best kind of option for this week is just kind of focus on the individual players. The good thing is a couple of players like Ilori and McGregor have now transferred to the league. Ilori is someone you can't really get cheap yet, but McGregor you can get for 300, which is kind of lucky. So I'm going to nab a couple of him. He'll be quite useful. Matthias you can always get for 300. Diami is quite hard to get, but as a whole you're kind of sorted with the Championship. Plenty of players to buy and you're hopefully sorted for the week. Palermo, plenty 300s that you can buy, like Rajikovic, Bruno Henrique, Andilkovic, Gazi. So you're well covered. And Diamante as well, I kind of nearly forgot about him. So you're well and truly covered with non-rare options from Palermo. That's the route I'm kind of going. If the Napoli-Palermo route happens, I will be buying up the Italians predominantly. I feel they might go an Italian route, so that will keep myself covered with what I expect of them. And I don't believe there is any rare players from the team either, which kind of helps. I think that's kind of the pattern with a lot of the teams. So I'll buy up like Rog and Maggio of Napoli just to kind of cover my back as well. So from Napoli there is plenty to buy from the non-rare option of just Rog and Maggio. Maggio's handy due to being a right back. There's no rares for 600, so just kind of forget about that option once you've done that. But for the league as a whole there is plenty you can buy. Quite a few new transfers in, so like Cataldi, he's recently just transferred. I think Ianita could be a new transfer. I don't think 100% he is. I've not seen him. I've seen him before, but I've not seen him for a while. I think because he's one of these guys that I've noticed generally doesn't sell for 300. He sells for a little bit more. But I'll be trying to have as many of these as I can as per usual. Because some of these guys I don't have in my club at all. Like Gilardino's are recently transferred. I have his old one, but I don't have his current one. We're doing the same with like Carmona, Philippe, D'Ambrosio. Predominantly buying the Italians. That's the kind of hope really with the Serie A. With Ligue 1, quite a lot to work with. Looks making an absolute pig's ear of this. Monaco, Mendy you're never going to get for 300, but I've got to show it anyway, and hopefully you can get them. PSG, they don't have any no risk players at all, so you can forget about that route altogether. Then with the league as a whole, plenty to kind of buy in a sense. Like you've got Meslub, Thomason, Scalacci, Amif Fitano, Nolan Roux, Erdnich, Jimmy Durmaz. There's plenty in the league to buy, and like with previous, I'll probably buy the French players predominantly. Then from team specific, for the Nantes route, you've got Nantes and Rennes, you've got Thomasan and Diego Carlos. So that's two players that you can kind of buy, and there's no like rares that are in the 75 region, so forget about that, just the two options from there. Stade Rennes, you've got plenty to buy. You've got Dange, you've got Figueiredo, you've got Andre, Armand, Bal. Plenty to kind of cover your back really, and there, in my personal opinion, I would probably buy more of the Rennes players due to that basis. And just to kind of show there is no rare players at all, but as per usual we'll just also cover that base. Eredivisie, you've got no one for Den Haag that fits into that region. But with Ajax, you've got Sean is the only non-rare, and you've got Bertrand Traoré being the only rare that falls into the bracket. Bertrand Traoré you can buy for like 650 at the very most, but 600 you can buy them quite common. And then Groningen, there is only one gold player in the team, which is Pat. You can get him for 300. It can be a bit of a struggle sometimes due to the SBCs, but he is someone that's worth having in the club either way. Heerenveen don't have any gold, so forget about that. But the league as a whole, you've got Room, you've got Berkus, Pereiro, Ismat Marin, El Madi, so you've got plenty to kind of cover your back. No new transfers yet in the league that I've noticed, but still plenty of food for thought from the league to cover your back. The A-League, you've got two players obviously that fall in the no-risk bracket of Castro and Bobo. I'm hoping to get quite a few Bobos, that's kind of the target, but any Castros would be ideal as well. More the merrier to kind of keep in mind if they do the A-League. Plus the prices will probably increase as the week progresses due to the SBCs. Primera Division, with the Boca River Plate just being it's like the pre-season tournament for those that were asking in the video for the squad routes. I'll just buy up the league as a whole, predominantly like Ponzo, Hawara, Rodriguez, Orticosa, and then when you buy like the rares it's like Fabra, Almiron. But there's plenty in the league. I think you can practically build a full team out of the non-rares, not just the non-rares but the non-rares and the rares within the league. So you've got a no-risk Primera Division team, which is kind of something to say in all honesty. Takes a bit of doing with some of the leagues in the game, but I'm just trying to see Almiron. So I think that's pretty much that whole division covered. With the Pro League, plenty to cover you. You've got Liège, definitely. I've not featured that, and I will feature it in the extra video tomorrow, so cover yourself with that. Standard Liège just have Trebel, Schultz, and that covers your back. With Anderlecht you've got Hani, you've got Trebel who's just transferred as well, so keep this in mind that you can only use the one version of Trebel. Then you've got Teodorzik as well. And then with the Belgian league as a whole, you've got a new transfer in Naranjo. He's transferred from Celta Vigo, but you've got loads to cover within the league. In terms of the non-rares, I would say you can get a decent amount of players for the league on a 300, like Dejagerer, you can get Gile, you can get Trebel, Vossen, Teodorzik. And then with the rare options, you have Asari, you have Esite, you have Diaby, you have Nayar, and that would cover you in all honesty. And you feel then you have got all potential options covered within the Pro League and all routes this week. So hope you find this useful. As always, smash the likes, sub to the channel if you're new, follow me on Twitter at GZLegend. Take it easy, thanks for watching, and I will catch you all later.